Trust is the currency of persuasion. Think about it. If your audience even slightly suspects manipulation or bias, their guard instantly goes up, and your message just completely fails. Treating audience trust as a highly valuable, quantifiable asset is absolutely vital for your project's return on investment. So before you sign off on that next big campaign budget, you really have to ask yourself a critical question. Is your story genuinely built on a foundation of trust? You see, ethical storytelling isn't just checking a moral box. It actively, measurably strengthens your persuasive power. When you treat the subjects of your stories ethically, you are basically inviting your audience to engage openly and honestly with your message. Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We'll be covering trust as the executive currency, persuasion versus propaganda, a fact and consent checklist, collaborating for fair representation, and finally, steps for cultural sensitivity. Let's jump right in. Starting with Section 1, Trust, the executive currency, and how we build that foundation. Authenticity isn't just a buzzword, it is the absolute bedrock of your credibility. Audiences today literally have a sixth sense for exaggerated stories, right? An effective, persuasive campaign absolutely has to be built on real facts, real experiences, and real people. Doing this proves to your audience, without a shadow of a doubt, that there is no hidden agenda at play. Moving on to Section 2, Persuasion versus Propaganda, and the mechanics of ethical influence. Now here's a really great structural analogy to help you evaluate any campaign before it goes live. Think of ethical persuasion like a load-bearing bridge. It's built on solid facts, and it's designed to completely withstand the heavy weight of public scrutiny. Propaganda, on the other hand, it's like a painted movie set. Sure, it looks super impressive at first glance, but because it relies on misinformation and emotional manipulation, it's actually a really fragile facade. The second pressure is applied, it completely collapses. The contrast between the two is stark. Ethical persuasion is totally transparent and actually embraces complexity. Propaganda, though, relies on hidden agendas and cheap ploys. For example, let's say your team is advocating for an environmental cause. Using accurate statistics is mandatory, but the very moment someone decides to oversell that cause by using false or tweaked data, well, you've crossed the line from persuasion right into propaganda, and you've destroyed that bridge of trust. All right, Section 3, the fact and consent checklist. This is your practical, operational toolkit. To actually operationalize all of this for your teams, you have to start with this golden rule. Tell stories with people, not just about them. If your creative team films someone's personal tragedy to highlight a cause, that person absolutely must have agency in how their own experience is being shared with the world. You should really use this verification checklist before a single dollar of media spend is released. Force your creatives to answer these questions. Have we confirmed the facts without any exaggeration? Are our intentions completely transparent to the subject? Have we clearly disclosed any composite characters or reconstructed scenes so we aren't deceiving anyone? And crucially, do we have informed consent? This is exactly how you actively reject deception in your projects. Which brings us to Section 4, collaborating for fair representation and doing so equitably. We have to look closely at how we're actually depicting the people at the center of these approved campaigns. The source material explicitly warns against exploiting suffering. True ethical practice means portraying groups, like refugees for example, with genuine dignity and complexity. We must never strip away someone's humanity just to reduce them to a one-dimensional victim or a mere prop for pity. When you're sitting there reviewing the rough cuts of a video or reading over copy, this is the vital question you have to ask. Are we portraying our subjects with complexity and dignity? Honoring reality isn't just a nice-to-have, feel-good thing. It actively prevents your messaging from backfiring on a massive scale. And finally, Section 5. Steps for cultural sensitivity to ensure your project's success. Because let's be honest, what sounds incredibly persuasive in your boardroom could completely flop or, worse, be deeply offensive in another context. So follow these 3 direct steps. First, thoroughly research the cultural contexts. Second, consult directly with the local community so you don't accidentally step on core cultural values. And third, adjust. Sometimes this means just tweaking a single phrase, or it might mean entirely adapting your approach to honor a local storytelling tradition. Lastly, let's talk about the actual mechanics of the message itself, the rhetorical balance. Raw, heart-wrenching emotion, which is pathos, is great for spurring people to donate or act, right? But if left unchecked, it heavily borders on manipulation. It literally has to be perfectly balanced with logical facts, that's logos, and highly credible sourcing, ethos. If your campaign relies entirely on shock value, your audience is eventually going to feel exploited, and they will walk away. At the end of the day, being ethical does not weaken your power of persuasion, it completely guarantees it.